Hello friends, and welcome to Yoga with Rachel. If you're practicing with me in real time, it is Halloween.
Ooh, spooky.
So for today's class, we are going to howl at the moon for this moon practice. So this class is really great for anyone who may be feeling stressed out, overwhelmed, restless, overstimulated, or just plain tired. This class is really great for helping us let go of anything that is no longer serving, and it will invite us to slow down the pace as we connect breath to action. So there will be some stronger postures in this class, but we will use this idea of, finding steadiness and ease and grace in each of the postures that we explore here together. So, without further ado, let's get this party started. Oh yeah, and also I found these really cute skeletons at HomeSense. They are doing yoga postures. I couldn't help myself. I had to pick them up. I thought that they were really cute. All right, now let's get started. Join me in a kneeling position on your mat. Feel free to place a folded blanket on your calves and then sit back towards your heels. If kneeling feels a bit too much for your knees, then make your way to a cross-legged seat or a comfortable seat of your choosing. Place your hands on top of your thighs, palms facing down for grounding. When you are settled, soften your gaze or close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your nose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. These conscious breath cycles communicate with the mind that it is time to press pause and to slow down the pace, so that way we can replenish the body and bring about balance. Sometimes we find ourselves in a constant go, go, go state. We may have this understanding that busy is equated with productivity or accomplishment, when in reality, pressing pause on your day to go for a walk, even for a half an hour, or going on a mini vacation can enhance productivity and can help you achieve your goals. Everything operates in balance. A moon practice can help replenish the mind, body, and soul, encouraging us to unwind, relax, and restore. So I invite you to keep this intention and this idea in mind as we connect with our breath and engage in movements that support this understanding. Take a slow, cool breath in through your nose, and then an open mouth exhale to let it all go. Open your eyes. Breathe in to slowly reach your hands forward and then towards the sky. Create space between your palms. Imagine a big full moon is resting between your hands. Look up. Breathe out to slowly bend at your elbows, sending your arms from left to right, palms facing forward, and then draw your hands back in space as your chest reaches towards the sky. So we are making a T shape with our body. Breathe in to slowly send your hands back to the sky. Hold your moon, so palms facing one another. Breathe out to slowly send your arms wide from left to right. Chin reaches towards the sky. One more round. Breathe in, hands reach upwards. We are moving super slow here as a way to tell our mind that we are slowing down the pace. Breathe out. Arms go from left to right. Spread through your fingers. And now, release your hands to your thighs. Make your way to all fours. I invite you to take your time during the transitions throughout this class. Perhaps you can apply this act of slowing down off of your mat as well. Whenever you arrive there, stack your wrists underneath your shoulders and walk your knees under your hip points. Curl your toes under to stretch out through the soles of your feet. Claw through your fingertips. Perhaps you use your creative mind here and imagine that you have transformed into a wolf. So on your next breath in, reach your tailbone towards the sky, drop your belly, and then howl at the full moon as you look towards the night sky. Breathe out to slowly round through your spine. Chin drops towards your chest. Feel that delicious stretch in the upper back body. Claw through your fingertips. Breathe in to drop your belly, chest reaches forward, look up towards that moon. Breathe out to round through your spine, chin releases towards your chest, stretch it on out. One more round, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in to make your way back to a neutral spine. For our next posture, our knees will remain under the hips. Keep your toes tucked under as you slowly walk your hands forward towards the top edge of your mat. We are moving slowly and mindfully as we transition from one posture to the next. So breathe on in, and then as you breathe out, melt your chest towards the earth, forearms and forehead release to the earth, tailbone reaches towards the sky. Feel that stretch in your back body, your shoulders, and also your belly. My cat, Angel, does this stretch often, especially after she wakes up from her cat naps. It is definitely a juicy one. So perhaps once again you tap into those creative juices and you begin to wag your tail a little here. Or you can explore exquisite stillness as you continue to connect with your breath. Lovely. So let's come out of this posture mindfully by pressing into your foundation, so everything that is touching the earth, to help you rise up as you make your way back to all fours. Walking your hands under your shoulders once again, and then off to the long edges of your mat. Breathe in. Breathe out to send your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Take your dog for a walk, dropping one heel towards the earth at a time. Claw through your fingertips. Feel that hand to earth connection. Find stillness, and then bend at your knees, releasing your belly closer towards your thighs. And then straighten through your legs, releasing your heels towards the earth, stretching through the backs of the legs. For our next movement, I encourage you to find a small bend in your knees. Anchor through your right heel. Breathe in to slowly sweep your left foot to the sky, keeping your left heel roughly in line with your hip. Now find some baby pulses, lifting and lowering your left leg slightly. Feel that work in your glutes. Wonderful. Now bend at your left knee as you draw your left toes over towards the right side, opening on up through your left hip. Press evenly into all that is touching the earth to keep you balanced and stable. Breathe in. Breathe out to bring your left knee back to center and then lower your left foot to the earth. Now anchor through your left foot, and then on your next breath in, slowly send your right leg to the sky. Dial your toes down. Your heel is roughly in line with your hip. Find some baby pulses once again on this side. Great. Now bend at your right knee and then send your right toes over towards the left side. Breathe into your right hip. Breathe in. Breathe out to bring your right leg back to center as you lower your right foot to the earth. Breathe in. Breathe out to hug your left knee in towards your chest. Your upper body is in plank. Breathe in here. And then breathe out to step your left foot through. Hands frame your left foot. Lower your back knee to the earth, and then you can walk this knee back a bit in order to deepen the stretch. If you are looking for a bit more heat, you can always lift your back knee away from the ground. I am going to keep my knee lowered as I am trying to cool it on down for our moon practice. Wherever you are, hug your belly button in towards your spine as you connect to your center and rise up. On your next breath in, send both hands to the sky. Imagine that full moon between your hands once again. Look up. Press your hips forward as you arch through your back body. Breathe out to bend at your elbows as you send your hands from left to right. Your chest shines forward. 2 more rounds. Breathe in. Slowly send your hands to the sky. Breathe out. Arms go wide. Breathe in. Hands slowly make their way up and overhead. Breathe out. Hands move from left to right. Breathe in to leave your hands exactly where they are. And then breathe out to float your hands back to the earth. Plant your palms and then step your left foot back to meet your right. As you send your hips to the sky once again, finding your downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out to hug your right knee in towards center, shifting forward. Feel your strength. Breathe in. Breathe out to step your right foot through. Hands frame your right foot to start. Lower that back knee or keep it lifted, your choice. Listen to your body and respond. If your knee is lowered, deepen the stretch by walking that knee back. Feel that connection to your center, as well as all that is touching the earth as you slowly rise up. On your next breath in, send your hands to the sky. Spread through your fingers as you hold your moon. Breathe out to send your arms nice and wide. Look up towards the sky, chest reaching forward. Breathe in, hands reach on up and overhead. Breathe out, arms wide from left to right. 1 more round. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, arms remain exactly where they are. And then as you breathe out, release your hands to the earth. Plant your palms and then step your right foot back to join your left. And then send your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Now let's have some fun. Find a generous bend in your knees, melting your belly towards your thighs. Then look forward towards the top edge of your mat. Find a bit of a bouncing action in your knees as you hop your feet towards the top edge of your mat. You can always step your feet to the top edge if that feels better for you. We meet in a forward fold. Bend your knees, grab opposite elbows, and sway from side to side. Find stillness. Release your fingertips or palms to or towards the earth. Close your eyes for this transition. Start to slowly roll up through your spine until you are in an upright position. Move very slow. Sometimes we have this tendency to rush to get from point A to point B. So let's enjoy the process, the journey, as we move from one posture to the next, slowing down the pace. Once you have arrived, find length throughout your spine by lengthening the tailbone down towards the earth. Roll your shoulders back, chin tucks in. Perhaps noticing your foot to earth connection. Maybe this helps you stand up a little bit taller on your mat. Feeling the ground beneath your feet to help us stay grounded, rooted in the present moment. Letting go of the day or what no longer serves. Take a brief moment to reflect upon how you feel. Breathe in. Breathe out to open your eyes. Walk your feet together. Breathe in to slowly send your hands forward, spread through your fingers, and then to the sky. Breathe out to bring your hands together, interlace your fingers, and then release your index fingers towards the sky. Breathe in to lengthen and look up. Breathe out to tilt your upper body to the right side, bumping the hips a little to the left. You can imagine that you are making a crescent moon shape with your body. Breathe in to come back to center. Breathe out to tilt to the left. Press into both feet as evenly as possible. Breathe in to come back to center, reach and lengthen. Breathe out to release the spine, and then lower your hands to your sides. Place your hands on your lower back near your sacrum. Fingertips point upwards. Breathe in. Breathe out to press your hips forward. Draw your elbows back in space as your chest shines forward. Draw your chin towards the sky. You can imagine that you are howling at the moon. Feel free to do that if you wish, because, why not? Let's just have some fun with this. Breathe deeply into this back bend for at least 3 more breath cycles. Beautiful. Slowly and mindfully make your way out of this back bend, placing your hands at your sides once again. Now walk your feet underneath your hips. Then step your right foot back towards the back edge of your mat. Pivot on that foot, pointing your toes in. Bend into your front leg. Your front knee is over top of your ankle. Grow tall through your spine. Breathe in. Breathe out to send your right arm behind and then your left arm forward, finding your Warrior Two pose. Turn to look past your left fingertips. Although this is a strong posture, I invite you to explore softening through your face, your fingers, shoulders, or any other area of your body. Finding balance between sun and moon, hot and cold, steadiness and ease. Breathe in, breathe out. Now reach your left hand forward, flip your palm over, and then send your left hand to the sky and then back and behind, releasing your right hand to your right thigh. Keep a bend in your left knee. Roll that shoulder back to open on up through your chest as you look up towards the sky. Explore this idea of softening in peaceful warrior. Breathe in. Breathe out to make your way back to a Warrior Two, nice and slow and controlled. Lovely. Straighten through your left leg and then turn your toes in. Bring your hands to your waistline. Walk your feet in a bit. Turn your toes out with your heels pointing in. Breathe in. Breathe out to bend at your knees. Knees remain stacked over your ankles. Open on up through your arms, bending at your elbows, palms facing forward. Draw your hands back. Open on up through the heart. Breathe in. Breathe out to close your arms, forearms and palms connect. Breathe in to open. Breathe out to close. Breathe in, open. Breathe out, close. Palms come together while you send your elbows from left to right. Press your palms together, spread through your fingers. Breathe in. Breathe out to rise up. Release your hands to your hips. Now turn your right toes towards the front edge of your mat, or what is now the front edge of your mat, and your left toes turn in. You may need to widen your stance a little bit by walking your left foot back. Now sink into that front leg. Breathe in. Breathe out to find your warrior two as you turn to look past your right fingertips. Explore this idea of finding both steadiness and ease in this posture. Perhaps you pay very close attention to your breath, using the breath as a tool to help you soften and maybe even dig in a little deeper. Breathe in. Breathe out to a peaceful warrior, reaching your right hand forward, up and back. Left hand rests on your left thigh. Front knee remains stacked over your ankle. Open up through your chest as you look up. Keep your breath flowing. Breathe in. Breathe out to slowly transition to a warrior two. Breathe in. Breathe out to place your hands on your hips, straighten through your right leg, turn your toes in. Begin to heel toe your feet back together, nice and slow, until your feet and legs connect. Breathe in to send your hands to the sky. Breathe out to fold forward. Breathe in to find a halfway lift. Hands can rest on the earth, on your shins or your thighs. And then breathe out to fold. Plant your palms on your mat, and then step or hop your feet back. Plank pose. Press away from the earth. Breathe in. Breathe out to lower your knees down to the ground. Now bring your big toes together, and then walk your knees to the long edges of your mat. Walk your hands forward. Come up onto your fingertips as you sway a little from side to side. Breathe in. Breathe out to melt your sit bones towards your heels as you also melt your heart space towards the earth. Extended child's pose. This is my go-to posture whenever I'm feeling stressed out, overwhelmed, or when I feel myself spinning out of control. The breath and this posture can help me remain grounded and present, opening blocked energy channels, encouraging the energy to flow freely. So as we are here, I invite you to send the breath down to your belly. As you do this, can you really feel your belly rise on the inhale and then soften and release on the exhale? Perhaps you can feel your rib cage expand as you breathe in and then soften as you breathe out. Observe your breath flowing throughout your body as you breathe in and out. If you would like to stretch out your triceps and your upper back a little more, bring your palms together and then place your hands at the back of your head. Walk your elbows forward a bit and keep these deep and nourishing breath cycles going. Beautiful. Release your hands to the earth. Press your palms into the earth to help you rise up, making your way to all fours, and then come to a seat of your choosing. Now send your arms from left to right. Draw your hands to the sky. Palms meet up and overhead. Breathe in. Breathe out to draw your hands to your heart space. And then gently bow your head. Take a moment to reflect upon our practice, the movements, the breath, how you feel. Were you able to let something go? Something that wasn't useful in the present moment? Did you find it difficult to move slowly throughout this practice? Or was it refreshing? How does your mind, body, and heart feel at the present moment? There's no right or wrong answer, just something to reflect upon before we conclude our moon practice. Join me by taking a slow and even breath in through your nose, and then a slow and even breath out through your nose. Empty it out. Thank you for joining me here today, and if you are practicing with me in real time, I wish you a safe, fun, and happy Halloween. See ya in the next class. Together we say, Namaste.